All hail Caesar. Out here with Papa Duke's. This is a great area. There's a lot of stuff to ride out here. And I've only, like, with people that know this area, I've only really scratched the surface of it. There's apparently several really good roads out here. That's the beauty of North Carolina and the mountains of North Carolina. There's some hidden gem roads out here that I'm pretty sure I'll never touch. I'd like to, but you gotta get in with the right people. My foot's covered in Mountain Dew. I did the do and now I regret it. It's funny, you can tell where North Carolina roads are and South Carolina roads are. Like North Carolina takes way better care of their roads. Let's let Papa Duke's catch up. Weak little wheelie. I'm still uncomfortable with wheelies on this bike. Which is probably good. I need to not be wheeling this bike. Back tire feels funny. Feels funky. I wonder why. I don't want to look. If I ignore it, there's nothing wrong. Right? Isn't that how that works? Let me make sure you guys are okay. Make sure you guys are alright.
The old style motorcycle in front of the freaking old.
Oh, okay, cool.
Thanks for checking that out.
Yeah, no problem. I've been stuck out in the mountains before, not had any way of contacting anybody, and down in these little hollers you're gonna get I don't know what the fuck these things are called, the valleys. You get down in here and you get no service, then you're just stuck hoping somebody will stop. I figure, why not? Good universe karma, right? So California just passed the lane splitting law. And people are already making, there've already been a bunch of petitions for the state of North and South Carolina to allow lane splitting. I think the way it worked before is that it wasn't expressly legal, but it was allowed. Now it is an expressly legal activity to lane split in traffic. I'm assuming in standstill traffic and to filter in traffic, which is an amazing thing, and I never understood why the United States doesn't have that on the books already as a thing. I know a lot of states are anti-splitting, and there's reasons for and against it. The reasons for it, to me as a motorcyclist, make me think it's more beneficial, and I do it a little bit anyways, especially in standstill traffic. I don't want to sit there and wait for whatever onlooker delay it is. I try to do it as cautiously and civilly as possible, but some people, I think the biggest hurdle would be education, public education about splitting. In a place where there are laws against it, like where I live, you can't share a lane with another vehicle. And there's nothing that says you can't filter, but then they consider it reckless driving and endangerment. So you can get slapped. I've heard of guys getting several $100 tickets for lane splitting. And the argument against it I've seen, it's been kind of petty, where people are saying, no, we don't want people to split, because what it really comes down to is people feel like they're getting jumped in line. Or people, and that's the thing that gets people the most aggravated. They don't care they don't care about you going between the cars unless you're doing it in a dangerous fashion. If you're doing it safely, the people that are against it are the ones who think that you're, oh, well, why does he get to go ahead? Now, why did he get to choose that vehicle and go ahead? And I get that argument, but it seems ill thought out, you know. It's just, you haven't put enough brain power into it to think that what the benefits of it are. Less vehicles means less traffic, right? My confidence goes when it's raining into the shitter with my ability to ride my motorcycle. The lane splitting thing, I'm hoping it happens. People do it anyways here, not as just rampantly as some other places, but if I see somebody who's splitting and they're coming up and they're doing it pretty reasonably, I move over. I mean, it's not my place to enforce the law, and I like that there's low and less vehicle on the road, so I'm gonna keep being a proponent of it, hoping, crossing my fingers and toes and legs and whatever else I gotta cross to make sure it happens. Because it would be a wonderful thing. Wet, 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 wet. It's fun. Damn you, weather. I looked at it right before we left, too. Sons of bitches.